kind of funny how both Black Clover and My Academia could use an Elemental Master from Lego Ninjago. Gravis for Black Clover, and that Reflection Elemental Master for this chapter. I wonder if Welcome to Demon School Makun and One Piece could also have had an Elemental Master. Maybe Kai? Hmm. Oh, the review has already begun. Well, greetings, mortals. I am Natus, one of the rulers of the underworld, or specifically the ruler of Manga Hell. And today we'll be reacting to the newest chapter of My Academia, chapter 335, Fledgling. And judging by the art at the beginning of the chapter with all my holy and ache, I'm assuming we're gonna have a chapter focusing on chickens. Weird thing, but especially considering the fact there seems to actually be some narration in the beginning of the chapter, but oh well, I guess focusing on chickens is going to be what we're doing today. So anyways, the narrator is like, following the battle between Shigaraki and Star and Stripes, the story once again returns to UA High, where they'll be working on chickens. So anyways, it seems like that was already very concerned about the chickens. It's like, Star entrusted it to us, but what about Shigaraki, and did he take any damage? That's a weird thing to say to what gender are the chickens, but alright. So anyways, then we have Oma being like, from the battle data that Americans had analyzed, we can deduce that the stolen quirky New Order is akin to poison for Shigaraki and is destroying him from within. It is impossible to tell how many more quirks he currently has, but it's clear that a considerable stockpile of them have been destroyed. Alright, so I guess that's the data they got. So anyways, then we get Basketball J.O. being like, they know we have, as Momo is like, an unlikely opening. Okay, the shippers are gonna go crazy again. It's like in that art book where Momo was holding Jiro. But yeah, anyways, then we get a panel where just like an overview panel where we have like the cities, rubble, and some heroes, and some heroes. As we have Omad saying, right now we are continuing to prioritize the safety of the general public. The surviving heroes are making haste to search for the rescue any remaining people. And then we have Omar be like, however, it is hard to predict the actions of All for One, especially when he is this badly wounded. Which is true. I mean, the last time he was this badly wounded, he ended up, well, this was the result, basically. So yeah. Anyways, then we have Omar be like, it doesn't matter if we find him or not. An all-out war is inevitable. Anyway, although I told you, all of you, do not hesitate, make your moves. Shiroki Toma is by far our greatest enemy. True. I mean, Decay itself is pretty much like one of the most dangerous quirks out there. Then he says, I guess now we're gonna get an explanation on every single bad guy. So here's we have All For One being like, along with All For One's real body, which is to a lesser extent also true. Like, All For One's real body has the advantage of the intelligence, while Shiroki's body is like kind of mixing up together. Then we have Darby's panel as almost like the insane villain Darby, whose firepower rivals Endeavor. Again, true. Although it's kind of funny, I would like to know what exactly are they doing there to get these poses, because Darby's like, yeah. Then we have Oma be like, the troublesome little girl Himoto Kotoga, as she just takes the tongue out. Which is again also true. I'm guessing this is more referring to the fact she might be able to sneak in and that type of stuff. Because it's a very big problem. That's even something that I believe Aizawa mentioned. Then we have Oman saying the remaining six near high normals, which in case you're wondering, one of them seems to be the thief near high normal. Then there's one that has like that like kind of more like a goofy near high normal where he has like this very kind of Bash Genius like hat with spikes coming out of it. One that seems to be like a very more stereotypical demon, and three others who just seem to like be big, bulky guys, kind of disappointed that Dark Nihai no more isn't amongst them, but what can you do? As then he's also like, and finally the remnants of the Paranormal Liberation Front. As we see Skeptic, along with the lieutenants from Spinner, as well as I believe Darby's lieutenants, as well as a bunch of other silhouetted soldiers. Interesting enough, Omai doesn't mention Spinner, and we're gonna go back on that a bit in a couple very soon. But it's kind of interesting how he doesn't mention Spinner here. So yes, anyways, then we have Omai saying the ones we need to capture now are not all for one, but rather the escaped prisoners running amok under his command. So I guess that's their thing. So anyways, then we have Soji being like, that probably isn't all of them either. As then we have Omai be like, you're right, the threats are sure to increase regardless. Which I'm guessing is referring to the villains around the world, which I am wondering if they're gonna participate in this fight, because it seems like the heroes from other countries may not. Although to be fair, they might participate if, they see an enormous amount of villains from their countries is leaving for Japan. So, anyways, then we have All Might be like, however, on our side, we have lost more than half of our heroes from the last battle. I'm hesitant I'm saying this, but it is because of Star falling in battle that we even have this chance in the first place. Make use of it, grow stronger even a little, only a little. For now, we must protect ourselves to those we hold dear. As then we have a very funny panel where Bug was like, we've already been doing that for ages. As he screams so hard that even All Might's hair is starting to put behind him. Is there a joke be like, since All Might was always with the Deku-kun, as the answer with, he's only been here for a mere moment before leaving. Anyways, then we have the Ojo like putting his gi on, and he's like, ever since the Gunga Mountain and Jakku Hospital battle, we have continued our training with the Pussycats. As Mineta's gonna be like more of a comedy character here, as he's like, well, as much as we could in here anyway. Were you sitting up? So yeah, and then we have which is also true. Like, oh my, we weren't like slacking up. Like we weren't sitting on our asses and drinking tea or something. Like we were training. So yeah, I'm guessing they've also got stronger, but I'm not sure exactly how much stronger they got. I mean, to be fair, their main goal against Deku was just to like bring him down, not to like defeat him or something. So as then we have Tokami being like, well, all share the same intuition to fight alongside Midoriya until Shigaki stopped. As Mia's like, right. So yes. Anyways, then we have Izuku be like, well, that then Kachan wanted to practice with me. He said, I'll make sure you master one for all. And then, like, one was like this, face is like, I didn't say anything like that. Did your eardrums get shredded during your little escapade? As in others like, all that character development, yet he still hasn't changed. To be fair, Sato, characters rarely change in their basic personality in manga. Like, they may be a little lighter and they're more, more friendly, but they are still gonna be acting more or less the same than they usually do. I mean, just look at Noelle. Her character development is top tier in even outside of the female shonen characters, but she still more or less will act the same towards Asta, like maybe a bit nicer, but I doubt it. But yes, anyways, then we have Bakugo being like, I just want to test out my new technique cluster. If it's effective against someone who wields one for all, then it's damn obvious it can be used against All for One and Shirogaki too. To be fair, Bakugo, your cluster technique, One for All doesn't have a regeneration factor, while Shigaki does have it. And to be fair, they're on the same quirks. Like Shigaki clearly has different quirks than Deku does. In fact, is there even one similar quirk to them? Like maybe you could argue Fledgling and the general power up, but nothing else. So yeah, then we have anyways Shoto being like, I see. So I guess he's also gonna be using Izuku's punching bags for his new technique. So yeah, anyways, then we have Kirishima be like, well, make sure you use it on me. Have heaps too. And then we have Sarah being like, he's relegated himself to being the class sandbag now. Anyways, then we have Kirishima just responding to Sarah, I gotta get way harder, you know. Is that a phallic joke? Anyways, then we have someone being like, we have to carry on the wheel of Star and Stripes, which is kind of funny. No one actually did matter of these people, but I guess it's a nice sentiment. Anyways, then we have someone be like, I'm going to the courtyard, who's in? And then we have, I'm guessing, Mineta be like, my darling Star, I'll never forgive Shigaraki for this. And then we have someone be like, she's everyone's star, you know. So yeah, then we have like a bit of a flashback panel with them first in their first training exams. As then we have Oma be like, well then, let's get started, my fledglings. The fragile little eggs from that day have brilliantly hatched. As then we have like a bit of a, a generic, like, we are best friends type of panel, we're fans panel. With Bakugo, Kirishima, Shoto, Izuku, Ida, Tsuyo, and Ochako. And it's almost like undeterred by any storm. Now they spread their hopeful wings. All for one, you have done something very foolish. As we get like a bit of a flashback panels, as we is almost like even the greatest villain makes mistakes. I know that Class A, 1A is strong. All for one. So yeah, we this is something we're gonna be talking more in the other chapter. So anyways, then we cut to the villain lair as we see Shigaraki creature, whatever it is, roaming in pain. It's like on the ground as Toga and Spinner and All for One are staring at him, and I'm guessing the rest of the people are also staring at him. As All for One starts to speak with, you'll be fine, other me. Calm down. Our quirk factor is damaged and is not a working condition. As long as we bid our time, we'll be able to use our quirks again. As then we get one of the liberation soldiers, I'm guessing, like healing or restraining or doing something to Shigaki as she was like, I'll kill you, I hate you. As long as even one person remembers All Might, this hatred will never cease to exist. Which I'm guessing this is Shigaraki and All For One's hatred towards All Might combining, and that's why it's so much greater than anything else. Because let's be real here, you combine two people who probably hate All Might the most, and now they get another reason why they should hate All Might. So, anyways, then we have All For One be like, our connection, our consciousness is fused. I hear you loud and clear, and that violent rage is to share that hatred with you, Tomura. Like I said, it'll be fine. Although we weren't able to steal New Order, we've now removed our greatest obstacle, which is a friend to Star and Stripes, and it seems like the Middle Division soldier seem to have some kind of healing ability, or at the very least some kind of ability to put him to bed or something. I don't know. Well, it's some kind of magical type of quirk. I feel like. So, anyways, then we have the Orphan be like, let's take it slow. It's never a good idea to stick to a single plan. That's true. Oh, otherwise you just have to come up with different plans on the fly. So, anyways, then we have Orphan saying, as we cut to a panel with Darby, as Orphan's like, although everything was carefully prepared, we must wait a little longer. And then Darby, like the edgelord he is, he's like, nope, I'm so done with all this. I couldn't stand the single sight of my father flying all nonchalantly like that today. I guess Darby was actually nearby, or maybe they suffered from something else, uh, them flying around. But yeah, anyways, that's what Darby's thinking right now. Which I guess it's kind of funny how he is the one who took so long to get revealed, done anything. But now he's like, oh, yeah, we have to get on. Come on, people, we have to get on. So, anyways, then we have all for one responding to Darby with Toya-kun. Although you and I are very much alike, there is one crucial difference. As Darby's like, oh yeah? As Alphonse like, listen closely. A person like me has only one goal firmly in his mind, but plans out many, many routes to get there. Strictly speaking, they are all routes to use only in times of emergency. Over years, decades, everything I have done was to ensure that every single route covered just at my goal. So as we get like this panel of like two lines with no two like glows that's supposed to be like 1 point, and then we see like directions and like we see like this very complicated puzzle type of thing. Which I guess referencing how Dobby had like also kind of had like multiple plans. Like one was just team up with villains to take down Endeavor in this simple brute way. Then one was to like spread the message. Then one was send people after Endeavor. So I guess that's what Orphan is referring to as they have the same because Dobby does have like using multiple ways to take down Orphan. So, anyways, then we get to what I'm guessing is outside of that cave they've been hiding in, or whatever it is. As Alphonse says, I'll leave him with you until the body is perfect. Meanwhile, Midoriya Zuko has returned to the fortified UA. But, you see, Toyaku, therein lies the difference between you and me. So there we have a panel of Shigaraki's eye, I'm guessing, what seems to be like looking directly at UA. I'm not sure that's literally what he's seeing, but sure to say that's the building it's being highlighted to. We got even closer to UA, as we have all for one saying, I have a lot of friends, which is referring to the fact that he has a lot of allies. As we end this chapter off, the final panel this chapter is with Toru Hogakure in a silhouette holding her hands what seems to be behind a building. And in case you're wondering, we do see a bit of more of a firm shape to her, but I feel like it's something we could have already predicted. Or at the very least, we already got when she was wearing clothes. As the narrator, like, a shocking reveal. Is the traitor really hot? As they were gonna have the color spread next week. So yeah, this is what I'm guessing a lot of people are gonna be talking about. Hagakure being the traitor. To be fair, people are gonna either like the twist or not like the twist, mainly because how early it was revealed and how obvious of a suspect Hagakure is of all of them. So that might be the only problems here. But I honestly feel like it's all the look. Here's the thing: when it came to Dobby's reveal, it wasn't because it was like shocking or unrealistic. It was more how it's been done, like how Dobby was celebrating. How like when he was revealed, everyone knew. So that's what I think is the plan. Like I feel like this is what also Kagaku's reveal gonna be. Like it's gonna reveal more stuff than we would have thought. So yeah, it all depends on how he uses this. Also, it's also possible this is like just a red herring. Like he adds a panel with Hagakure as like the obvious suspect, but then someone else is like the real suspect, like maybe Nazu or someone. And also, it's possible that there are multiple suspects. I mean, after all, Hagakure did have to get in here somehow. So there had to be someone to like vouch for the teachers or something. I don't know. But yeah, it all depends on how this. So yeah, we'll see where that this is going. Now, something. Now let's talk about the two things that I mentioned before. Well, the main thing I want to talk about, and that's All Might's previous statement about the villains and that how All For One underestimated Class 1A and how they're strong. Some people believe that this means like Hagakure already told All Might about it, already revealed everything, and it's gonna be revealed later that oh yeah, she already like completely is on our side now. Like she's been feeding you bad intel or something. I could see that being the case, although I would feel like I could see But again, it could just be the translation issues to these aren't official translations. Also, I kind of would feel be weird if we have that, like that being the reveal, although it's also possible, and that would be more shocking as a reveal. But we'll see. It's 50-50. I mean, it could just be in general, oh, you thought the class 1A was weak, something like puppets, but in reality they're strong. Or maybe you could have like Hagakure was already like fully on their side. I don't know, we'll see. And that front. But what's more, something I more notice, and something that even people don't seem to notice at all, is the fact that All Might stated in this chapter every threat, like he stated the main ones, the main members of the League of Villains, the Nomus, the Liberation Front, as well as other criminals, escapees. Even there's even a reference in this chapter by I believe Tokoyami about other forces coming. Yet the only character that wasn't mentioned is Spinner. Now, something that's even more important than just him being like one of the first members is the fact that before the battle with Stars and Stripes, Orphan literally tells you that Spinner is gonna have a big role to play in this game. So, if that's the case, why would Spinner not be mentioning this unless if it's intentionally supposed to reveal it? And also something to mention is that this whole lots of friends could again refer to Spinner as well, because let's be real, it's mockery saying friends, it means subordinates. And so like there are multiple plans, like multiple ways. So I could see and also Shiga overall has shown like he can he has like a lot of experience. Like he can predict when people are gonna switch sides. So it's possible that he could have predicted those switching sides if that's really where the case is going, and he has like Spin as a backup, which would be probably very intimidating and very awesome to see like, oh my, you seriously thought oh my, I see. So you turned my trade against me. Not bad. Tell me something, All Might. What do you know about Spinner? Or where do you think Spinner is? Or something like that, and it's like, wait, what? As in, like, I don't know, Spinner shows up like a dragon. Like, I'm expecting Spinner to become a literal dragon or Godzilla, one of the two, in the end of the story. But yeah, I could see something like that happening. All in all, this is just a setup chapter, and that's pretty much all of it. Like, it may reveal the traitor, or the very least, it's giving us a little bit more idea of the traitor going on here. But that's pretty much it for it. Anyways, tell me in the comments below what did you think of this chapter about the traitor reveal. Do you think that Spinner is gonna be like a hidden ace type of character now? Anything you want in the comments below, and also don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to this channel for more videos in the future. And with that said, I cannot wait to see all of you mortals next time. Goodbye.